Hello traders, hello everyone. Welcome in the advanced room here at Live Education with XM, and we are going to talk about news, events, and strategies. We're gonna have a look at the market. We're gonna think what's going on. Gonna debate what's happening currently, and we're gonna see how we can take it from here, how we can position towards that, how we can deal with it. Of course, welcome YouTube as well. We are having a simulcast for the 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, guys, you will be more than welcome to join us on the XM website, XM Live Education. So yeah, in the meantime, let's have a look at the market. Let's see what is happening right now. Quite interestingly, gold has been spiking during Asian session. Oil is building bottom pretty visibly already. The oil supply is also under stress because, well, the interesting part is that Donald Trump said U.S. will increase oil production. However, though, all those decisions that he has made so far, all those that I've seen at least, uh, require investments from energy companies. Those investments are not warranted, and also investments mean time is needed, right? So even if you let them drill, even if you ease the rigor of environmental rigors, you're gonna still need investment of money and time into that. So he kind of antagonized oil producers, and at the same time, um, whatever he's proposing, Donald Trump is proposing, White House is proposing to increase oil production by the United States, it is still some time away from us. So there is no immediate oil production increase from the United States. Russia already lowered their production compared to the quota they have, according to OPEC Plus agreements or OPEC Plus Plus. So yeah, we're gonna see oil market and gold market, oil and gold quite interesting. Forex pretty steady after night. We can see if there were any spikes, right? We've been having a little bit of a so we've been having quite interesting days on GBP yen, which is very good. Like GBP yen, Kiwi dollar, they are very good indicators of the sentiment. Nevertheless, GBP yen rather heavier because there is somewhat yen coming back to strength. USD CAD remains heavy. That could be possibly shorting idea, breakout to the downside idea. Maybe dollar showing some signs of weakness. We can also check that. We want to understand how strong dollar might be. Today, not very strong anymore. And there was this period that it seemed like dollar gonna go into sell-off, and then Donald Trump attacked with tariffs, and then more tariffs, and the threat of tariffs on Europe, and that kind of boosted dollar short term and boosted gold as well. But it might be also that most of that is bluff. Okay, so Donald Trump might be bluffing for a variety of reasons. He might be bluffing. Then he's gonna walk back. Not much gonna be left out of those tariffs. Maybe only on Chinese products, because China is having deflation actually, right? So they want prices to keep going up. To be honest, and so tariffs on Chinese imports might be like the way to save at least this lack of inflation. Because right now everybody is saying inflation is 2.9, but if you look at last 9 months, it's actually half of that, more or less, which is very interesting, very important, but nobody nobody is paying much attention to that. Baker here with us. Good morning. Hello, thank you very much for joining. And Damien. So we are having chat section. You can also comment on YouTube if you are there. Our stream operator gonna let me know your comments and questions from YouTube, or you just come and join live education here at xm.com website. And we have chat also there. You can ask questions, you can share your opinions. So feel free to join the chat. Join the chat community. Baker is asking, please, we need your opinion regarding GBP USD, oil, and gold. Damien is saying Donald Trump likes scaring his opponents. Yeah, exactly. Like this is the big stick kind of policy. Not sure where the carrot is, actually. That's the problem with his strategy. There's no carrot, right? The carrot, like the carrot is that I'm not taking you the carrot. Okay, here's the stick. I'm gonna bash you with the stick. I don't offer you carrot because I claim you already have the carrot, right? He's saying, oh, you are using our security, like the security we provide. Oh, you are benefiting on trading with us. So he's like, you being our friends are so lucky that you can pay tariffs. You know, this is like kind of like so. Kind of the way he's putting like the traditional carrot and stick tactic, you know, requires to give to offer carrot. So in that sense, this strategy is antagonizing others towards him, and it's also like maybe they do benefit so much, maybe not. You know, we're gonna see how it goes. He's definitely testing waters. You know, how others will respond, how they can respond. This is kind of unpredictable because he may not be sure how others may respond, and um, you know, like for example, China maybe now trying to hit US tech giants, right? So and so there are multiple ways like they are thinking about those investigations, you know, like kind of regulatory investigations, right? So you can, for example, you can make your, I don't know, you can make your GDPR council, like that would be in Europe, right? Council, you know, go and look into their infringement. If you find any infringements, you know, like you send government regulatory institutions, and you must find any infringements, like anything, and then you make cases in the media out of anything you find. So, and nobody is perfect, right? I don't believe like all those large corporations that they are perfect, right? You can always find something. So it's more like political will to look for or not. And you know, so and probably not many people were thinking that tech corporations will be targeted, right, in a trade war. But this can easily escalate. Okay, we can't hit them with trade. Let's hit them with something else, right? So it can go this way. Nevertheless, Nasdaq is unmoved, right? Nasdaq had very good day yesterday. S&P 500, Dow Jones, Green Day. They were actually defending from dropping lower, right? For example, Dow Jones was defending 44,000. So it's S&P was defending the approach to 6,000. So this is still like kind of defensive, but they are far from panicking, especially Nasdaq, right? So yeah, Baker was asking about opinion regarding GBP USD, oil, and gold. So we can definitely check that. We can start from GBP USD, but to start with GBP USD, 1 second. I need to change, yeah, the screen. So to start with GBP USD, we would need to think, okay, where the USD is, because personally, I like GBP. I like GBP quite a lot. I think they are having inflation. The inflation is still doing fine in the UK, which means their central bank should be rather should be rather hawkish, or at least should be the least dovish out of all the central banks. They had also the highest interest rates among the developed countries, those G8 countries, excluding China, right? Like I'm talking about major and commodity currencies. So they've been doing they are doing pretty well in terms of interest rate, right? So should be stronger than Eurozone. They are doing also better in terms of the economy than the Eurozone. That's why, for example, I'm short on Euro GBP. But I'm here right now thinking about the dollar, because dollar is the major currency partner. I mean, the major currency that's being traded with GBP, right? So the most volume means it will be moving GBP the most. Sometimes it might be that if it's about the dollar, then cross currencies, then all the other currencies and in the crosses, they will be moving respectively. So Euro GBP will be moving, like whichever is weaker or stronger. So for example, Euro GBP is very good to trade fundamentals because they are not so reliant on USD volumes, right? So Euro USD GBP USD will be driven by dollar volumes, but Euro GBP, more volume will go to to GBP, or more volume will go to Euro, depending on how which one market likes more. So nevertheless, dollar looks like the dollar doesn't look great, because this looks like a distribution, right? Maybe you're gonna agree with me, maybe not. Feel free to disagree as well. That this whole situation looks like a distribution, on top of this spiky top, right? This spiky top, like, would it be a median? Would it be definitely not the bottom, right? This distribution range could look a little bit like so. Um, of course, in the end, we will know if it's a distribution if they break lower, but this is not happening yet. They might be trying to hit the top of the week opening. Jovpon's with us. Welcome. First time see your nickname in the chat. So welcome to my session, to our session actually, because it's you and me here, not just me. It's not about me, definitely. Okay, so looks like they might be trying to hit this, and they are also like more or less in the middle of this console, right? If you cut down the spikes, right, the pins, you have something like this, right? And we are almost in the middle, not exactly in the middle. If there is any bearishness on the dollar, it's not yet visible. It's just, sitting idly around the middle. If there is more bearishness, more bearish pressure, maybe, a breakout. I would be fine with, betting on breakout of such a level, right? From such a range. But I need more. Like I don't need to go here preemptively, because from here they may actually choose whatever. The news may come, whatever, right? That's the thing about the market right now. It's more driven by the news, by Donald Trump's tweets. It's also very active period. Like today we are having testimony from Jerome Powell, right? In front of a Senate banking committee, and Senate banking, like this first day of testimonies, is that the toughest questions will be asked, and he will be trying to, somehow answer those questions, but not shake the market, right? This is usually what he's doing, and Jerome Powell is quite good at not shaking markets. But tomorrow we're gonna see also inflation from United States, CPI inflation, which is I think very, very important. Like this month, it might be the most important piece of news, except tariffs on Eurozone. If Donald Trump imposes tariffs on the Eurozone, that might be bigger than inflation. But inflation is more important than for example last month, because if it stays flat, if CPI index stays flat again, as more or less last 9 months, we get we get out the inflationary month out of the equation, the last one, the 12 months ago, 13 months, now it's 13 months ago, so it goes out, and the new month comes flat, which means inflation goes down, right? And might be like 2.5%, for example, or even 2.4. Everybody is expecting 2.9. Everybody, I mean market, right? So you would need resurgence in inflation to keep the pace, otherwise it gonna keep slowing down. So this would be very big if inflation tomorrow comes 2.5 or 2.4, which is year over year, which would be very big, right? But it's possible to happen. So quite interesting moment for inflation.